Once a top holiday destination for Chinese tourists, Thailand has recently been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
千万不要来泰国啊！
你最近真的不要去，最近不管谁叫你去泰国、东南亚，真的千万不要去了。
Many Chinese tourists cancelled their plans to travel to the land of smiles ahead of the Lunar New Year in early 2025. The country's reputation suffered after the highly publicized case of a Chinese actor who went missing shortly after he arrived in Bangkok. Wang Xing said he was invited to star in a film to be shot in Thailand in early January. Instead, he was taken to Mae Sot, a town near Thailand's border with Myanmar. One mainland Chinese travel agency that has operated tours to Thailand for nearly a decade told the Post the recent spate of high-profile kidnappings has dealt a devastating blow to its business. The travel agency said orders have plunged to nearly zero since the incident. 20% of travelers asked to cancel their bookings, and 90% of its preliminary travel inquiries were dropped before trips to Thailand were booked. The Chinese actor was believed to have been abducted by a criminal syndicate and taken to Myanmar, where he was allegedly held against his will in various compounds that served as bases to conduct scam operations. News of Wang's rescue days later left many tourists wondering whether it was still safe to go to Thailand. Wang tried to counter such fears when he spoke to a Thai television station soon after his rescue.
Thank all of us. Firstly, is the government and also the families to help me to be here, and I can have the chance to go back to my country. That's very appreciated. Yeah, and also Thailand is very safe, and I'm gonna go back again. Yes.
Wang is not the only Chinese national allegedly lured to Thailand under false pretenses. Thousands of Chinese trafficking victims are believed to be held in scam centers along the Thai-Myanmar border. A family member of one alleged victim has posted a list of cases online, inviting others to provide details of those believed to have fallen into the hands of gangs. The list has grown to include some 2,000 cases. Most of the alleged victims are men under 30 years of age. The youngest is just 15.
Essentially, they find themselves involved in interaction with people in Thailand who sometimes tempt them across the borders or to a border region, and they get themselves into a lot of trouble. Now, some of these people may have been offered exotic jobs, paying 3 or 4 times what it's really worth. Some of them might be in debt to illegal gambling organizations, and this is a way that they've been told they can work their debt off. A key part of this is naivety on behalf of the people who get seduced into this.
Southeast Asian countries like Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia have become major breeding grounds for international criminal networks, including scam syndicates that allegedly prey on Chinese citizens with fraudulent phone calls and chat messages. Chinese authorities have identified 36 major telecom scam gangs operating in the Myanmar region. The compounds are mostly staffed by foreigners who are allegedly forced to work to scam people from their home countries. Myanmar, the town bordering Myanmar and Thailand where Wang was found, has become notorious in China, where many online have described it as a true hell on earth. Chinese authorities said 100,000 people in Myanmar alone were believed to be engaged in placing scam calls in 2023. Wang said he was taken to a compound known as Apollo Park, one of many farms in the town. The now-closed Apollo Park was allegedly run by Chinese gangs. The Chinese national accused of setting up Wang's kidnapping has been arrested and extradited to China to face charges. With Myanmar embroiled in a bloody civil war, scam centers are reportedly able to operate openly in some areas.
The lines on the borders can move backwards and forwards, the borders are extremely porous. And for those reasons, it's quite easy for illicit operations to operate and to take advantage of people like this, because the warring factions need money, and one way to generate money is letting illegal gaming operations operate, is allowing scam operations to operate.
With few individuals willing to travel to such dangerous places, Thailand has reportedly become a popular base for luring victims in. That reputation has taken a toll on Thailand's tourism sector, a key engine of the Thai economy. Tourism brought in $53.3 billion to the country in 2024. Chinese visitors made up the lion's share of the tourism market in 2024, when 6.73 million people from China traveled to Thailand. To allay worries among Chinese tourists, the government released an AI-generated video featuring the Thai Prime Minister speaking in Mandarin.
我留意到近期关于中国公民被诱骗至泰国周边地区诈骗窝点的新闻，已经引发了广大中国游客对泰国的安全问题和人口贩运的担忧。作为泰国总理，我可以向各位保证，泰国政府将所有游客的安全置于首要位置。因此，我已要求有关当局加强合作，共同提升安全标准。
Thailand has also begun working directly with China and Myanmar to crack down on scam centers. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi called a rare meeting with ASEAN ambassadors in Beijing on January 16th to discuss the matter. He asked regional leaders to take strong measures against online gambling and telecoms fraud operations. Myanmar's ruling junta said it had deported to China more than 50,000 people suspected of being involved in online scam operations since October 2023. The figure represented 96% of the total number of suspects deported in such cases. Thai authorities have also pledged to work with the Hong Kong government. The city recently sent a task force to Thailand to try and rescue Hong Kongers. But even with increased cooperation, security experts say the problem is likely to persist.
So historically, this will continue. The Karen National Army are very active in that area. Chinese military have tried to push back on occasions. There have been operations elsewhere, in Cambodia, against unlawful operations, which have been successful, but have caused the operations to move to other areas. It's like the American game whack-a-mole. You know, you beat one down and another one pops up. But as I say, as long as the border area remains unstable, the lines on the map are unclear. It's unpoliced, and law and order, as you and I know it, doesn't really exist there.
So, is it safe to travel to Thailand as a tourist? Experts say it depends on which part of the country tourists want to see. The Myanmar-Thailand border is about 2,400 kilometers long, making it the largest country-to-country migration corridor in Southeast Asia. The border areas could be dangerous, with reports of high levels of corruption at some crossing points. Local media reports said 4 Thai police were arrested for allegedly kidnapping 7 Chinese men in January 2025.
Almost anything can happen in these areas. Again, bear in mind, it's a civil war zone, so normal rules don't apply.
For the average traveler, though, experts say Thailand remains a safe place to visit.
Well, Thailand is pretty secure from a general tourism point of view. What is not so secure are the borders with Myanmar. There's a very active insurgency underway, and that's a very, very dangerous place to go.